if you rise up against a son, he will run to his father and say, Father, there is an adversary. And the father says, all right, go behind me and let me show this man how responsible I am. This is not to bring any emotions, but we've had times where terrorists have kidnapped children, and with all the wealth of their parents, they could not sleep because a little girl, a little boy, and the man would say, even if it is $1 million, please don't harm my son, let him come back home. And the terrorists would say, can you give us $5 million? They say, if it's for my son, I can go that far. Please, someone shout Abba. Why does it look like you are fatherless? Why does it look like there is no defender in your life? Why does it look like you are struggling to make God aware that you are here? There is something about your revelation. The way we have to cajole him and say, God, are you aware? I know there are over 8 billion people. Just to remind you that I am still in Lagos. Just to remind you that my rent is still an issue. There is something about your revelation that is insulting the fatherhood of God. The consciousness of his fatherhood will give you rest. How are the bills coming? I know, because I am not an orphan. How is my destiny going to change? I am not an orphan. I may be disadvantaged physically, but I know my father. Allow him come and you will see what he can do. You have that mentality, it will change your life. Every time lack and want and limitation seems to surround your life, most times we start thinking, who do I know in the government? Who do I know? Which my other uncle, I called you, you didn't respond. Or CEO, sir, wouldn't you give me the job? It's wonderful. But I'm teaching you something this morning. If you truly want to walk in a realm of unbelievable, unprecedented dimension of the supplies of the Spirit, retreat from looking up to men. God will use men, but it does not come from men. It comes through men. It only comes from above. Every good gift and every perfect gift comes from above. This structure that we now celebrate did not come from men. It came through men, but it came from above. So when you see a son adorned with honor and glory, don't ask him where he got it from. Focus on the father that gave him. Are we together? It's an insult to a father to see the child and say, where did you buy these shoes? Young boy, of course you should know he could not afford it. When you dress your children, it's not a reflection of their personal wealth. It's a reflection of your responsibility as a father. Are you getting this revelation now? I want to drum this in this first service as we pray. If you see a little child come out of a very expensive car into an expensive house, for instance, wearing an expensive cloth and having people older than him treating him well, you should know, we are wise enough to know that that child could not have brought that possibility to himself. Immediately you would ask a question, whose son are you? Because this has to be a display of the benevolence and the excellence of your father. May you enter realms that will make men ask, is it the same God I have with you? And you say, well, he is God to you, but I learned in this conference that there is a name he can be called. My source, my sustainer, my defender. That name is called Father. Someone shout, my Father. Look at that issue of finances, that mountain of bill before you. Don't shout my uncle. Don't shout my landlord. Don't shout my employer. Shout Abba, my Father. That is the one who is committed to defending your interest. Man can love you today and hate you tomorrow, but there is one whose love is everlasting. You may be a stranger in Lagos, but you are not a stranger to him. Abba, guarded by the jealousy of God, defended by his interest.